back to the opening round of the NCAA tournament. Marist getting ready to take on 7th-seeded Iowa State here in the Philadelphia region. This is the head coach, Brian Giorgis. My name is Jeff Brawl. You're listening to the Christo's pregame coaches report, brought to you by Christo's Restaurant. Coach, as you know, Christo's Restaurant
is your home for fine dining and catering.
Always has been and always will be. Coach, team's here, 7th trip to the NCAA tournament for you. For these seniors, it's their 4th in 4 years. Extremely impressive for them. They get to come to Cameron Indoor Stadium, one of the meccas of college basketball. This experience is always special, but to play it here at Duke with all the history makes it even a little more so.
Yeah, and we're right here in their Hall of Fame museum for basketball. It's unbelievable. Just practice on the court today has been amazing. So, the kids had a very special experience today, and hopefully they can do something special tomorrow.
Always fun when you get to take in the sights and whatnot. So this trip is about basketball. It's about making some noise in the big dance. Really tough opponent in Iowa State that we'll talk about in a second. But first, let's focus on Marist coming in with a 26-game winning streak, longest in the country, 30 wins, one of the best records in the country. Coaches always say teams that know how to win have an advantage in the postseason. I think that's the case for this group.
Fortunately, we play a team that knows how to win too. But no, I think it helps us. I think the kids can go back and remember their experiences on what it took to win. And, they seem mentally ready and alert and really want to get after this thing tomorrow.
Iowa State, of course, out of the Big 12 Conference, and a step up in competition from what you saw during the MAC season. Now, Marist in the out-of-conference schedule, getting to play Louisville, Nebraska, Houston, Villanova, some teams of that caliber, but that was way back in December. Are there any challenges stepping back up in competition this late in the season?
It is a different group of people. We haven't faced anybody 6'7" in our conference or front line at 6'7", 6'3", 6'1". They've played against good people all the time. So, we got our work cut out for us, but, we just kind of hope, especially the start's going to be a key. If we can stay with them from the beginning, I think we have a good shot.
The start and hopefully getting some points early key in the MAC tournament. Erica Allensbach was obviously fantastic, shooting 75% over those 3 games, but the rest of the team struggled somewhat offensively. Are you concerned with how your team performed with the basketball in the MAC championships?
I am, because we haven't shown since the MAC tournament, even a couple games before that kids have overcome their little slumps, and unfortunately it's happened all together at the same time. We're going to need games from Coriel Yard and Brandy Gang and Kate Oliver, if we're going to have a chance in this thing. We can't play the way we did in the MAC tournament, because even though our defense was great in the MAC, we're not playing MAC players now, and we know we're going to give up more points. We have to be able to score some ourselves.
The one player that you want to play exactly like they did in the MAC tournament is the aforementioned Erica Allensbach, especially 71 points in the MAC tournament, playing probably the best basketball of her career. How important is Erica performing at a high level here in the championships?
Well, I think it's important because it establishes ourselves as our go-to player. But they also know that too. And, Erica's performance in the MAC tournament was the best I've seen in my 9 years, by far. I've never seen anybody have a tournament like that. Thank God she did, because we struggled offensively with the other groups. So, we need help from the other people. It's pretty, for us to even have a chance, our other people have to perform and perform well as Erica for us to have a chance.
Hoping that everybody steps up against a very interesting opponent in the Iowa State Cyclones out of the Big 12 Conference. It's a team, in a lot of respects, very similar to Marist. They're deep. They have one go-to player, Kelsey Bolte, who we'll touch on in a second. When you dug into the Iowa State scout, what do you see from the Cyclones?
Well, they're pretty balanced. They can score inside. They can score outside. They shoot the 3 extremely well, 38% as a team. And, Bolt is as good a three-point shooter as there is in the country at 43%. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. And with 6'7", 6'3", and 6'1", they're good. And, they're not as athletic as other teams that we've faced in this tournament before. But, they're a quality team. We're going to have to play well in order to win.
Bolte and really everybody else, save for one player that plays significant minutes, is a considerable threat to shoot the 3. Now, Marist, a team that you said earlier, likes to defend inside out. In this game, you're probably going to have to defend outside in. What kind of challenge is playing the 11th best 3-point shooting team in the country present?
Obviously, it is a challenge. When your 6'7" kid is taking 73s on the year and shooting 35%, that's a tough chore. But, hey, that's who we drew, and our kids have to be up and ready for the challenge. And it's going to be a challenge, and I think our kids are ready for it.
two balanced teams, two evenly matched teams, two very smart and cerebral teams. There's a number of ways that this game can go. What do you see the keys to a match victory against Iowa State?
We need production from people other than Erica. We need Erica to play the way she has, but we need other people to step up. And we need to be able to score the basketball because we're going to have a real hard time defending them.
Iowa State Coach Brian Giorgis, the guest of the Christos pregame coaches report. Coach, good luck in another victory in the big dance.
Thank you.
We've got more to come after this. After the break, you'll hear some pregame thoughts from Iowa State head coach Bill Fenley. Stay tuned. You're listening to Marist Women's Basketball on WKIP 1450 AM.